Hi guys, welcome to Adi's Cocktails. So this is a Know Your Drinks series, okay? And we are going to start off with a whiskey, okay? We all know what whiskey is. So, what's a definition of whiskey? Okay, so technically, whiskey is a distilled portion made from some fermented grain mash, okay? And various grains are used for different classes and types of whiskeys. So it's typically produced in a pot still and it's aged in some wooden cask. Alright. And whiskey can be made anywhere in the world, right? So there are certain countries, for example, Scotland, Ireland, the United States and Canada, they have regulations for governing their productions of the brands in whiskey, okay? So the most common question that we get is, what is a single malt versus blended scotch? Okay, so how is it different? So in a legal sense, anything which is labeled as Scotch whiskey must be made from grain that is distilled in Scotland. Okay, Scotch stands for Scotland, and it's aged in oak barrels. Okay, again in Scotland for at least 3 years. All right. Versus to label a bottle as a single malt, the liquid inside the bottle must have been distilled at only one distillery, okay, entirely from one grain, okay, malted barley. That's all you will get in a single malt. That's why it's called single malt, because it distilled only once. So a typically blended whiskey, it will make use of grains like corn or wheat. Okay, so both of which make a soft spirit similar to a bourbon. Okay, so what are different type of whiskeys? Yeah, and what are the most popular brands? So you may have heard some of the names already. So starting off, we have Irish. So Jameson, Tullamore Dew are a few nice Irish brands of whiskey. Then we have blended or Scotch. So Johnny Walker, Chivas, Ballantine all fall into that category. Then we have some Japanese whiskey as well, which is quite famous worldwide. For example, Yamazaki or Hibiki. Then we have Canadian whiskey or what is also known as a rye whiskey, right? So we have Crown Royal, Alberta. Then we have Bourbon, which is, kind of a sweet tasting whiskey. And we have Woodford Reserve and Jim Beam. So who doesn't know Jim Beam? Okay. Then we have Tennessee, which is a proprietary of Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey. But we also get George Dickel, which is also a Tennessee whiskey. Okay. And then of course our single malt, which is Glenfiddich, Singleton, Monkey Shoulder, and so on. So quite some interesting list there. Speaking of interesting, let's move on to some facts. Okay, you probably haven't heard of these before. So Mountain Dew was originally meant to be a whiskey chaser. So Mountain Dew, right? John Jameson, okay, who's the founder of Jameson's Irish whiskey, right? Jameson is popular throughout the world, all right? So the guy was Scottish. Former UFC champion Conor McGregor, he owns his own whiskey brand called Proper 12 in Ireland, and so does the rapper Drake, and his brand is Virginia Black. Okay, and the World Whiskey Day was founded in 2012, right? And it falls on the third Saturday of May every year. So one average portion or a measure of whiskey contains only 64 calories, which is fewer than a banana. So whiskey is healthy, guys. The record for most expensive whiskey cocktail, it's a traditional Manhattan, and it was made with a 55-year-old Macallan. And guess where was it served? Yeah, Dubai's Skyview Bar, and it costed a whooping 4,632 pounds. Wow. So we have some Guinness record holder for the oldest whiskey bottle. Right, it belongs to a Glenavon special liquor whiskey, and it was bottled between 1851 and 1858, and it was sold at an auction for about 14,850 pounds. Wow, those are some heavy facts, right? There are some best-selling Indian whiskey brands in the world. Some of the names which you must be aware of. So the first one is Hayward's Fine. Okay. Second one is 8 p.m. Then we have Blender's Pride. We have Bagpiper. Then of course Royal Challenge. We also have Old Tavern, and we have Bangalore Malt Whiskey. Interestingly, out of these 7 best-selling Indian whiskey brands in the world, the first 6 of them are owned by United Spirits. And the Bangalore Malt Whiskey is owned by John Distilleries. Right? So India is not very far behind. So here is another fun fact. It's interesting to know that during the 18th century in America, whiskey was a preferred currency among the Pennsylvania residents. And what is more interesting is that most of the expensive bottles of whiskey are priced high due to their vessels. Well, speaking of priced high, let's take a look at the top 10 most expensive whiskeys in the world. Okay? So, as I was saying, most of the whiskies are priced high due to their vessels, right? Not because of their quality or taste, right? So let's jump right into the list. To start off, at number 1, we have Isabella's Islay, and this whiskey was sold at a whopping cost of $6.2 million. Second one, we have Macallan M. This was sold at $628,000 USD. At number 3, we again have a Macallan 64, and this was sold for a price of $464,000 US. Wow. At number 4, we have Dalmore 62, $250,000 USD again, right? At number 5, we again have a Dalmore, which is 64 Trinitas, and it was sold for $160,000 US. At number 6, we have Glenfiddich Janet Sheed Roberts Reserve, which is a specialized 1955 whiskey, and it was sold for $94,000. Next up, we have Springbank 1919, which was sold for $78,000 US. Okay, up next, at number 8, we have the Macallan 1926 Fine and Rare. This was sold for $75,000 US. At number 9, we have Glenfiddich 1937, and this bottle was sold for $71,700 US. And last but not least, we have Dalmore 62 Single Highland Malt Scotch, which is a Matheson 1942, and this was sold for $58,000 USD. Now let's move on to see how our beloved Jack Daniel's Scotch whiskey is made. Okay, everybody knows Jack Daniel's, I'm sure, right? So the mash for Jack Daniel's is made from corn, rye and malted barley, and it is distilled in copper stills. It is then filtered through a 10-foot stacks of sugar maple charcoal, and the company refers to this filtering step as mellowing. So this extra step, known as the Lincoln County process, removes impurities and the taste of corn, and the company argues that this extra step makes the product different from bourbon. However, Tennessee whiskey is required to be a straight bourbon whiskey under the terms of North American Free Trade Agreement and also the Canadian law. Right? So a distinctive aspect of the filtering process is that Jack Daniel's brand grinds its charcoal before using it for filtering, and after the filtering, the whiskey is stored in newly handcrafted oak barrels, which gives the whiskey its color and most of its flavor. The product label that mentions that it's a sour mash whiskey, which means that the mash is prepared. Some of the wet solids from a previously used batch are mixed in it to help make the fermentation process operate more consistently. So this is a common practice in American whiskey production, right? And after being used for aging of Jack Daniel's whiskey, many barrels go to Scotland to be used in the production of Scotch whiskey. Okay. Some barrels are leased from different distilleries, and some barrels are sold to different distillery companies in various states, and they are also used in production of Tabasco sauce, right? And they are also sent down to the Barbados and Jamaica to produce their flavored rums. Okay. Well, I hope this video was informative. You got some interesting insights about whiskeys and especially how the Jack Daniels is made, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.